One corporation recently received a bill for $500 million. That was for a single month, and it was spent entirely on Claude AI. Over at Uber, the company exhausted its entire AI budget for the year 2026 in just 4 months. The investment bank Jefferies recently summarized the situation. Right now, AI is costing businesses more money than it is actually saving. The honeymoon period of adopting AI without a plan is over. The bills are arriving, and they are staggering. We have spent the last 2 years in the era of tokenmaxxing. The strategy was simple: maximize AI touchpoints and force it into every workflow possible. This was driven by a single assumption, that maximizing AI usage would automatically lead to a massive increase in business value. This created shadow AI. Employees spun up unauthorized API keys, embedding language models into personal scripts outside IT visibility. Context windows were packed to capacity. Organizations began using expensive compute to solve simple tasks a human could handle in seconds. Early wins, like faster code generation, were real, but those successes masked a massive structural flaw. Corporate budgeting was not built for auto-scaling compute that charges by the syllable. The fear of falling behind created a culture of zero accountability, transforming a powerful tool into a runaway financial crisis. We are seeing a corporate correction: tokenminning. This is the rigorous reduction of AI usage down to only the processes that demonstrably deliver value. Executives are treating this as FinOps for AI, bringing traditional cloud budgeting discipline to generative models for the first time. Cutting these costs involves a more precise lever than simple bands. It requires deploying cheaper models for the right tasks. This is possible because the capability gap between closed frontier systems and open-source models has closed with surprising speed. This chart shows the current performance reality. An open-source model today reaches roughly 90% of the capability of a top-tier closed model. Now look at the cost. Running inference on those open-source models costs 87% less. Paying frontier model prices for basic data parsing is the modern equivalent of over-provisioning servers a decade ago. It is preventable waste. This data is driving a new architectural standard for the enterprise, the 80-20 playbook. 80% is handled by open-source models, used for internal tasks, basic data parsing, and regulated data where security is paramount. The remaining 20% is reserved for expensive frontier models, used strictly for complex reasoning, multi-step synthesis, and high-stakes generation. True AI maturity means strategically routing each query to the correct tool rather than defaulting to the most expensive model. Successful token mining depends on a shift in human behavior. It moves into the territory of employee AI literacy, where the way people interact with the models actually changes. Mature AI workers stop asking the model to solve every minor problem. Their prompts become tighter, and their selection of tools becomes much more deliberate. As this discipline spreads, token consumption per outcome drops, while the actual value extracted from each token increases. The ultimate efficiency gain happens when humans develop the judgment to know when a task is better handled with a simple script, or no AI at all. This requires a shift in mindset. Boards have to stop treating AI as a magical force multiplier and see it for what it is. AI is a utility. It should be pervasive and invisible, metered and optimized exactly like electricity. The companies that dominate the next decade will be those with the governance to extract maximum value from the minimum number of tokens. Turning AI into a boring, optimized utility is the moment this technology finally grows up. Is your company still token maxing, or have you made the shift to token minting? Tell us about your experience in the comments. If you found this helpful, like the video and subscribe to The Explainer for more deep dives into the future of tech.